Black Clover is the one new-gen battle shonen anime that's had a pretty negative reputation due to all of the absolutely awful decisions that were made concerning its anime adaptation. If there was a franchise that Shonen Jump completely fumbled and left to die, it was Black Clover. Up until recently, Black Clover has had no advertising, no merchandise, quite literally absolutely nothing from its production committee, which is filled with executives that have their thumbs stuck up their asses. Whereas series like My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Chainsaw Man got wonderful adaptations that aired seasonally where teams had enough time to create a polished and very well adapted product, Black Clover was left to starve in a weekly schedule at Studio Peria where they were already severely understaffed. The weekly schedule threw Black Clover's strength out the window as everything was stretched to hell, especially character interactions. Noelle in the Black Clover anime and Noelle in the Black Clover manga are two very different people, and the amount of people that I've run into that say that they hate the Black Bulls because the anime made them unstandable is pretty scary. Frankly, Black Clover's anime is a mess. The production for the anime's run was a complete wreck, with director Tatsuya Yoshihara asking random people on Twitter and expressing his frustration when he saw Boruto get all the help in the world. Still, Black Clover persevered, becoming one of the most popular anime on the planet today despite not looking as clean as its peers. Despite having the worst schedule known to man, constant outsourcing that made Asta look like a different guy every single frame, and very little help, hope, advertising, or love whatsoever, Black Clover managed to get out a whopping 170 episodes with a decent amount of standout episodes in between. During these episodes, you can see the potential Black Clover's anime had if they just gave it some time to simmer. I mean, look at Julius vs. Licht and Asta and Yami vs. Dante. Those fights are not only incredible considering the insane schedule the staff had to work with, they're just incredible in general. Even in episode 63, which is one of the most experimental episodes we've seen in the past decade, you could see the potential. You could see the love the staff had for the series, but if only they had time during the anime's run. Hold on. Stop being all doom and gloom. What? I'm just reminiscing about how dirty the series was done. Bro, there's a movie coming out in less than a month, and it'll probably be rushed. No. Listen to me. They had a good schedule for once. In fact, check this out. Wait. Asta looks consistent. Wait a minute. You're telling me Black Clover's gonna get a project that has it looking consistently incredible? Sword of the Wizard King, baby. That's right, Black Clover's back, and it's gonna look better than before. Like, way better than before. Now, when the Black Clover movie was first announced, I had my doubts. After all, before the Spade arc, director and GOAT Tatsuya Yoshihara had stepped down from the directorial role and took on a less hands-on chief director role, while relinquishing directorial duties to Ayataka Tanemura. The Spade arc was still the most consistent stretch of episodes we've ever gotten, though, and Yoshihara still showed up to send the anime off with a bang. Now, over 2 years later, Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King, is about to drop, and it's looking like time did its trick. The Black Clover movie looks simply gorgeous. The first trailer dropped for it a couple months ago, and it looked decent. Quite a bit better than your average anime episode, but the compositing was a little lacking and didn't have that same movie feel that something like JJK Zero had. Fortunately for us, the movie was postponed 3 months, and my god were those 3 months more than necessary. After Asta's trailer dropped, I can safely say Black Clover's movie will be the best it has ever looked by far. The compositing looks far better than the new trailer, and man, these corrections look delicious. The soundtrack is banging too, and it seems like all the stars are aligning when it comes to who's working on this movie. Tatsuya Yoshihara, despite his busy schedule with series like Chainsaw Man, managed to direct quite a lengthy part of the movie, seemingly the climax of it, which would last around 30 minutes. Isuta's also working on this part of the movie as well, which is great news since he's easily one of Black Clover's best. The corrections, as I mentioned earlier, looked very strong in the new trailer, and that's thanks to veterans like Shunji Akasaka and Kosei Takahashi. The plot of the movie itself was more than enough to get me hooked. I mean, given what kind of twist happens at the end of the Spade arc in the manga, and then popping out a movie about former Wizard Kings? Amazing. I also love how, even though this movie isn't exactly canon, mangaka Yuki Tabata is still supervising the story and is also revising a short volume that will be releasing covering the story of Sword of the Wizard King. There also seems to be quite the push for this movie as well. The official account has been dropping daily sketches of characters for the last 30 days, and there's 3 more trailers to come. There's also an active effort to advertise the series for one, which I mean is great, but damn, they're over like 7 years late. Merchandise is also starting to pop up, and rumor has it that there may be a Black Clover exhibition in Tokyo soon. Pre-screening has already happened in Japan, with every single review I've read promising absolute peak. I'm so unbelievably excited for this movie as a longtime fan, and if you're a fan, you should be excited too. In fact, scratch the should. You have to be excited and ready to support this movie whenever it releases on Netflix. Shonen Jump is already aware of Black Clover's insane popularity in the West thanks to Crunchyroll's numbers, but we need to show them that the audience is still here and that the fanbase still exists. So I urge you to watch the movie and hopefully have a blast when it comes out. There's also a mobile game that just dropped for it, which I heard is doing very well in Korea and Japan, so if you're into those kind of gacha games, go ahead and check it out. Or not, you can save your wallet. I know I probably will because I don't want to talk about it. If this goes well, Black Clover has a much higher chance of returning as a seasonal anime, where it will be done justice for once. I mean, Bleach came back in a seasonal format, and Thousand Year Blood War is the best the anime's ever looked. Thankfully for Black Clover fans, we probably won't have to wait another 10 years again. Right? Thanks so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. If there's any feedback you want to give me or any series you want to suggest that I read or watch, just drop it down below. Have a wonderful day.